Let's say we have two briefcases. Both of them weigh 100 kilograms. One is hiding some diamonds, and the other is full of trash. Despite the fact that each contains different materials, the energy to carry them up the hill are the same. Now let's say we have a bucket of water and a bucket of olive oil. They both weigh 100 kilograms. To bring them both 10 degrees Celsius hotter, more energy is needed to warm the water than to warm the oil despite they weigh the same. Different amounts of energy is needed to warm different types of particles. The reason this occurs is because, when heat energy is delivered to particles, some of that heat energy will be converted to potential energy. Let's take a bouncy ball in a container. If it bounces off the wall quickly and maintains the same velocity, the kinetic energy level is the same over time. Now let's look at a bouncy ball that is falling down and bouncing off the floor. Let's say this ball bounces off the floor at the same speed it hit it. The ball bounces off the floor at a certain velocity, and when it rises, right before it falls back down, its velocity is at 0. When it is about to fall, the kinetic energy is 0. This particle has potential energy at the top, that is the same as the kinetic energy at the bottom. Over time, this particle has an average kinetic energy level. This average is lower than if it was continuing moving at the speed it is moving at the bottom. For a bouncy ball with gravity, the average kinetic energy is lower than it is by the floor. If a bouncy ball is fired off the floor, more energy is needed to be delivered to it for it to maintain the same average velocity than if it was bouncing off walls with no gravity. Heat energy is the kinetic energy of each particle added together, not the overall kinetic energy. Different types of molecules can store different amounts of potential energy. When heat is delivered to a group of particles, some of that energy will be stored as potential energy. Different molecules can store different levels of potential energy.